The fisherman Kai was no stranger to the sea. He knew its moods, its currents, its secrets, and often it felt like it knew him too. He'd spent his life on its waves, mending nets weathered by salt and sun, hauling in catches that fed his village. But one day, the sea offered him something unlike anything he'd ever imagined. He was fishing in a secluded cove. The turquoise water so clear he could see the colorful coral gardens below. Suddenly, a song, more beautiful than any he'd ever heard, drifted on the breeze. He followed the melody, his small boat gliding closer to a rocky outcrop. And then he saw her. She was perched on a sun-drenched rock, combing her long, flowing hair with a bone comb. Her skin shimmered like pearls, and her eyes were the color of the deepest ocean. From the waist up, she was breathtakingly human. But below, a tail of shimmering scales, emerald and sapphire, fanned out into the water. She stopped singing as she noticed him, her gaze cautious but curious. "Who are you?" she asked, her voice like seashells whispering. "Kai," he stammered, forgetting all his usual fisherman's bravado. "I didn't mean to intrude, I just heard your song." She regarded him for a long moment. Then a small smile touched her lips. "I am Lyra," she replied, "and you are the first human to hear me sing and not flee in terror." And so began their unlikely courtship. Kai returned to the cove every day, his fishing forgotten for a time. He brought Lyra gifts, smooth, colorful stones he found on the beach, intricately woven seaweed baskets, and stories of the land and the people who lived there. Lyra, in turn, shared tales of the deep, of the creatures that swam in its hidden depths, and the ancient magic that pulsed through the ocean's heart. He learned that Lyra was a princess of the sea, destined to rule over the kingdom of the deep. She loved the freedom of the surface, the feel of the sun on her skin, the sound of the wind in the trees. Kai, accustomed to the simple life, found himself captivated by her intelligence, her playful spirit, and her deep connection to the ocean he thought he knew so well. He fell hopelessly in love with her otherworldly beauty and her gentle heart. He knew it was foolish, impossible even, but he couldn't help it. He longed to hold her, to run his fingers through her hair, to feel her embrace. He imagined them living together, somehow bridging the gap between their worlds. But he also knew the truth. She was a creature of the sea, and he was bound to the land. Their love was like a fragile seashell, beautiful and delicate, but easily crushed by the harsh realities of their different lives. One day, he finally confessed his feelings. "Lyra," he said, his voice trembling, "I love you. I know it's impossible, but I do." Lyra looked at him, her eyes filled with a sadness that mirrored his own. She reached out and gently touched his hand, her skin cool and smooth against his calloused fingers. "I love you too, Kai," she whispered. "But our worlds are too far apart. I can't leave the sea and you can't leave the land." The fisherman's heart sank. He knew she was right, but hearing the truth spoken aloud was like a physical blow. He looked at her, the woman he loved, the creature he could never truly have, and a single tear rolled down his cheek. Falling into the sea, lost forever. What would they do? Their love was a breathtaking paradox, a beautiful impossibility hanging in the balance between the waves and the shore. The future, like the vast ocean before them, stretched out and known and daunting.